We've all had those little and big missteps in our lives. What if they weren't right or wrong? What if they were just choices on the way to consciousness? Welcome to the Missteps of Consciousness TV show with Hayden and Julie.
Okay, it's weird, this isn't how I usually meet people, but it's kind of fun doing it like this as well.
I think you should continue doing it that way, Hayden.
Wise words from Uncle Alun.
Well, that makes me sound so seedy.
Laurie Michelle just came on before and then went, so it'll be interesting if she comes on.
Was she in the bath too?
No, but we've been advertising so people can come in and watch, and if they like to join in, so we may have people watching us. Okay, we're going to start the show. I'm going to start the recording. Are you ready, Hayden?
I've started recording already, so yeah.
Okay, cool. Thank you, Hayden. Hey, Hayden, hello, welcome. Welcome to the Missteps of Consciousness of TV show.
We have a lot of people this week.
With Hayden Glover and Julie Andrew. We've got three amazing guests with us on our episode tonight, and you can see our topic tonight is getting naked with consciousness. So this is our bath show that we've been talking about. So we're all in baths and we're all naked, and we're all going to have this conversation about getting naked with consciousness. So we got Reid from America. Hello, Reid. And we've got Alun Jones, or Alun, from England, London. And we've got Delany from Australia. Okay, so who wants to start? Who wants to take it off about, well, for me, it's really being vulnerable and actually really being naked, and doing this show live in front of lots of people. And it's quite exciting for me to actually do it. So the topic came out with Hayden and I talking about what is getting naked with consciousness and what it would be like if we were, truly desiring to choose it. And what would that be like? So, Delany,
Yes.
what is it like?
What is it like? Well, getting naked with consciousness is, number one, it's a lot of fun and makes life way more interesting, is my point of view. And I guess the wonderful thing about it, and the wonderful thing about getting naked, is that willingness to be you and fuck everybody else. Whatever anybody else is projecting at you or expecting from you, or how you're supposed to act, or what you're supposed to say, how you're supposed to look, and just actually really more and more and more finding out what it is that brings you joy and actually turns you on. And just like sitting in this hot bubble bath with Epsom salts, and it's that thing of really having your own back. To me, is that nakedity, and the potency in that is phenomenal.
Nice, really nice. So who else wants to jump in? Alun.
Hang on, I unmute myself.
He's floating.
Well, two hands, busy hands. So I guess, as I play with that, what is getting naked with consciousness with me? It's letting go of all the stuff that I've bought and believed is me that isn't. So all of the yes, all of the judgments that I've heaped on me, had heaped on me, heaped on other people, that's what getting naked, because, you know, consciousness may include everything. Does it include judgment? I'm not sure about that, you know. I just kind of get consciousness doesn't, it's an allowance of people who judge, but does consciousness itself judge? And what I get for that is a no. So we've been so kind of raised to judge ourselves and make ourselves wrong for everything, including kind of me moving my thing around like this. I'm like, oh my God, I've got to piss everyone off. And you know what if that's okay? And if you know, it's like, okay, so yeah, letting go of all the judgment of me so that I can perceive everything I truly be. Because what would your life be like if you never judged you ever again? Right?
Got nothing on it.
Yeah.
Juicy, love. Juicy.
Right. It's just, there's just such an ease and space with the space of no judgment. And if you're watching this and that's kind of inconceivable to you, you know, I would suggest one of the access tools, Universe Show Me, because for me, it's been such a phenomenal tool in terms of perceiving stuff that has been inconceivable. So Universe, show me what getting naked with consciousness is. Show me what my life would be like if I chose that. Show me what my life would be like if I never judged me ever again or made judgment relevant.
Nicely said.
Yeah.
Can I just put out a warning? If I disappear, it's because I've made the water so hot.
Mm-hmm. That's her story.
Carry on.
I could talk for hours, so this could be the Alun if you're not careful.
I think all of us are like that, so we're all being very polite. I'm impressed.
So hearing what you're saying is really asking a question. So for me, like, you know, playing with consciousness is really starting to ask a question.
Yeah.
And to see where it goes, where it'll lead, and who or what will show up with no judgment on it too. No control. And none of us are control freaks in this show right now.
No, not me.
So Reid, I'm just asking everyone, so thank you, Alun, that was really cool. What's getting naked with consciousness means to you?
Oh, for me, getting naked with consciousness is just being an allowance of me, and realizing where I've been functioning from and what other people are expecting of me, and the identities that I think that I am, or that I think that I can only be, and just getting to play with the different identities and stuff that are fun for me and that I would like to be out in the world. And yeah, just, you know what, not lying to myself anymore as much.
Nice.
Yeah, it's just like, here I am.
Taking a leap.
I like what you were just,
Go ahead.
I like what you were just saying about not lying to yourself.
Yeah.
Because how often do we lie to ourselves, and how often do we lie to others and where we're functioning from? This week, desire, the energy of desire has been coming up for me, like really playing, like, I honestly, where I've been functioning from all the lies, and, you know, the way I've been lying to myself, I actually haven't been really knowing what I desire. I've just been pretending I haven't, like, known that. But that's actually that's a lie that I've actually been saying to myself. I do know what I desire. And by actually, saying that, I have more choice to really, start to play with what I desire. So that's been something different. Really, stopping myself lying to myself.
Mm. And what we desire could be something totally different than what people say that we think we should desire in our lives. And you're like, wait, no, shouldn't I desire something that other people want me to desire? And then it's like, huh? So you really just have to be aware, like, actually, what's choosing me? What's choosing the thing that I would actually like to desire, instead of like, oh, I'm choosing something because somebody else wants me to do this. So it's really just being aware of that. And it's like, how do you, go with that? And what do you choose?
So, Alun, Reid, or Delany, would you like to do a clearing on that? I know Delaney's amazing coming up with clearings. So, because that's really cool, because that actually reads on me. I don't know, who else it reads on. Who's going to be watching that show and who else. So, take it away, one of yous.
Well, everywhere we're not, I'm sure each of us could come up with one for this, by the way.
Cool.
So everywhere we're not really honest with ourselves about what it is that we would love to create, what we've come here to create, everything that we know. Would we be willing to destroy and uncreate everything that doesn't allow that to come into existence?
Yes.
Times a gazillion. Right and wrong and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. And just before we go any further, I would just like to note that the three of us all talked about ourselves in relation to nakedness and consciousness. And that's something that's actually the flip of what we're told in this reality. Like if you're going to be conscious, if you're going to be awakened, then really, you're here for everybody else. Choosing for me first, choosing for me with the kingdom of we, that's going to create way more than putting others before you. And I rest my case and let you draw.
So who else? Alun.
Hang on, I was unmuting myself because I'm splashing around and I don't want to be too annoying. Well, annoying, but I don't want to be too annoying because there it is. So two things that really sprung to mind as Delany was talking there, especially about the clearing, was going back to the universe. Show me. One of the tools that's, it's like, universe, show me everywhere I'm lying to myself.
Beautiful.
And that, don't ask that unless you have the courage to know. Because it will, the universe will always deliver on that. So yeah, universe, show me where I'm lying to myself. And what have I made so vital, valuable and real about lying to me, about consciousness, about everything, that ensures I never choose to be all of me with total ease for all eternity. So everything that is, flash the nipple there, Hayden. Wouldn't we destroy and uncreate it all?
Right and wrong,
Right, wrong,
hot and nine short, boys and beyond.
That feels so bad.
I'm gonna have to blur myself now.
You're gonna have to what yourself?
Nothing. Never mind.
Oh Lord.
Hayden, before I go to Reid, Hayden, what clearing, what clearing would you like to come up with lying to ourselves and being more true and being brutally honest with ourselves?
What gift have you not been willing to receive that your naked body and you being naked with consciousness could be? Did I do good? Yes.
Yeah, and everything that is. Tides of Godzillion, right and wrong, good and bad, pock and pot, all nine short boys and beyond.
Can I just jump in something that you said there about being brutally honest? What if we don't be brutally honest? What if we be kindly honest?
Ooh.
I like that.
And
That's
it's not to pick you up on that, because I've used that a lot in my life. I'm going to be brutally honest with myself. Why the fuck would I want to be brutal?
Yeah, brutally, kindly honest.
Yeah, why does truth have to be brutal?
Nice. And what if we could be presently honest?
Exactly.
So I like kindly, but I do like being, Delany always
Because that thing
pulls me up on
around,
this.
where are we refusing to be honest with ourselves because we've decided it's brutal? It has to be brutal. The only way we can stop lying to ourselves is if we're brutal. So we self-sabotage, we self-abuse, we judge ourselves, we create so much crap in our life, which actually separates us from being the oneness and the consciousness we be. That, getting naked with consciousness. Is consciousness brutal? No, it's in total allowance. Where does brutal and allowance? Anyway, everything that's just brought up.
No, it's a really good point. And I always go to the space with it too, that it's not about punching yourself up with it's that misidentification of what being totally honest with yourself. Like, are you willing? Because it is a very fucking uncomfortable place, a space at times, when you're willing to really look at what you're avoiding and what you're hiding from yourself. I think that's where the usage of the word came from. And it's not about an abusive sense. It's more that, are you willing to do whatever it takes? Are you willing to really look at everything that is a limitation? Are you willing to be so uncomfortable that it does feel fucking really horrible to actually change what it is that you're actually hiding from yourself, that's limiting you from being the absolute miracle walking and phantasm of creation that you truly be?
And I know, Delany, you keep going. All nine short boys and beyond. I know we've had conversations, and it can, like, for me, when to really be honest, to know that I've created all this stuff that is my reality. So now I have a choice. Like, I can really, it's really cool. You have a choice of everything that you can choose now. By, being brutally honest, being kindly, and being present with yourself.
And what if it's more about, if we just dissipate those words and get rid of those words and just ask for the energy, space, and consciousness that we can be, to be aware of anywhere we're lying to ourselves, anywhere we're hiding anything from ourselves that creates that limitation.
Nice. So, Reid.
Yes.
Yeah. What would you like to add? And let's just keep adding, because that was amazing, Delany. That was beautiful adding on.
Oh, right. What can I add on? I hear all these words, brutal and kind and all this stuff, and I'm like, what if, this whole thing about getting honest with ourselves and actually really willing to look at us, what if we can create that or look at that without judgment, without having to make it right or wrong, that what we're doing or what we're choosing is right or wrong, or this is the way it should be, or like, what space can we be to be that?
Yeah.
To not make it wrong that, oh my gosh, now I only have $5 in the bank and I thought I had $5,000 and I spent it all on alcohol and pimps or something like that, Oh, I'm actually spending my money in ways that I didn't think that I wanted to know, but I'm actually spending it that way.
I thought you were a pimp, Reid.
What's that?
I thought you were the pimp, taking all the money.
Well, yeah, sometimes maybe pimps need pimps.
Good story.
No.
And I'm totally with you on that. Like the whole thing, the more that we can just stop judging ourselves for whatever it is. And when we do find those spaces that are the limitation, you know, of what we've chosen or whatever, you know, it isn't, that's what I'm loving, is it's not about that I have to go, oh, fuck, I'm so fucked up. It's like, it's way more about, oh, wow, okay, that's interesting. And then it's up to me where I go with that, what I choose, what I create.
That's awesome. Alun, what else do you want to add?
Oh, I knew you were going to come to me then. And I was thinking, oh, I don't know. I better judge myself because, you know, that's what you do when you don't know. And that actually, that's a big fucking lie, isn't it? I don't know.
Oh, God.
Yeah. How many times do we say to ourselves, I don't know? So I don't know what getting naked with consciousness is. Boom, you just shut it all off. So what is that? What is that unwillingness not to know? What's the value in not knowing what getting naked and raw with consciousness is? What is the value of that? And coming back to that whole judgment piece, we touched on it in our radio show the other week, and it was talking about I'm not willing to have awareness because then I'll have to judge myself for everywhere I was unwilling to choose it before. So I'm unwilling to know what I know because otherwise I will judge myself out of existence for never having chosen it before. So I'd rather not know, I'd rather not be aware, and I'll cut off my knowing and I'll just pretend I don't know. It's just that stupid. It's insane. And we're not, it's like, what if we could be an allowance for having chosen that, and be an allowance for us not willing to actually choose being totally naked with consciousness? Because, you know, like what Reid was saying, what if we could just be an allowance of everywhere we've been and everywhere we are? And if we don't choose being totally naked with consciousness, what if that's okay? And, you know, I know that brings up so much resistance in people because I should want to get naked with consciousness. I should want to have money. I should want to be a facilitator. I should. And it's like, do you want to stop shoulding on yourself?
And you know, when I hear you saying shitting,
Exactly. Right.
Shitting.
So planet of poo or planet of possibilities, it's just a choice, and either choice is okay. For me, I'm choosing as often as I can, as I'm aware of it, to choose possibilities and fun, because I've had enough of the poo. It's not fun for me.
Totally.
Get me the toilet paper.
That's really cool. So,
what else is possible with this conversation that we've never considered? Where else can we go? What do you know, Reid?
I was gonna say something about just getting over something that I'm aware of, and whether it's like with me or just this core, like the core thing, or just a belief or a point of view that something is utterly wrong with us if we really get deep down and vulnerable with, like, hey, this is what I'm choosing right now. Like, oh my God, like I'm here and what I'm choosing, like I'm not choosing enough, or I'm not being enough, or I'm not doing enough. Like those are all just points of view, just that judge. And what does that do? It's not really fun. It's like shitting on a toilet. For 24/7. That's not fun.
And you know, it really does stop creation. I know, like it just stops it.
Yeah.
You know, these tools are amazing because then you can choose again. It's like what you're all saying, you know, you can choose shit or you can choose living. What can you choose? Like you can just choose.
Shit or shizzle.
Me too, where I noticed recently I became really bored. And I'm quite a creator. Like, it's not like I'm not creating stuff, but I was bored. And it really was that thing of, and not about not doing enough, but I wasn't creating what I really would like to create. You know, so it's not that I'm in judgment of myself going, oh, Delany, you're so slack. Because if I actually look at, that's not the reality. I just fucking more, please, more, and bigger, and not thinking small. I really desire to have that expanded zone of awareness. I want that fucking spherical view. I want to be going all over the world and doing whatever it is I want to do. I want to be at home when I want to be at home. Those freedoms, and that's not a wrongness either. You know, it's not a wrongness to actually go, fuck this. This reality is like this, and even lots of people that I know, they're choosing that, and that's fine for them. It's not about me judging anyone else, but it's about me going, not enough for me.
Not really.
I actually require, desire, whatever. There's just got to be more. Or there's fucking no point in being here. You know, I may as well just jump off and go and do something else without a body. You know, that is where I'm at. And that really isn't about the doing either. You know, like I'm looking at that all the time. It's just, you know, what's going to create more? What is matching the energy of what I want to create? And it's turning up in crazy ways. Like recently, I chose that I'm going to go to South Africa for a 7-day Access Consciousness event. And my niece has a 9-year-old son, and I love that boy, and I'm going to take him with me. And it totally matches the energy of what I want to create. Now, if 3 or 4 months ago, you had said to me that I was going to take a 9-year-old to a 7-day event, and that was going to match the energy of this creation on big time, you know, on a big scale, I just wouldn't have chosen that. You know, I wouldn't have said, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. It really matches it and gets me excited. So it's about that thing of not limiting or having a projection of what anything's going to look like either. It's just that magic of following the energy, and where it goes, bam, juicy, exciting, and it stays like that. It's like every time I think of it, I go, fuck, I get so excited. You know, I know that is creating more of what I would like.
So it's following the energy, and it's like, you know, choosing what works for you. I really like you.
Ooh, she's frozen.
Oh, no.
Or did I freeze?
No, she's frozen on me. She's frozen. So, you know, as you were talking, Delany, right at the beginning of that fantastic piece that you shared, there was that bit around I'm not creating enough. You're moving again. No use false again. I'm not creating enough. I'm not creating enough. And you know, it's like that's a big lie, because it's like we're always creating with every breath we make, with take, everything, every single choice we make chooses, creates something. And it's like, what if the truth is I'm not creating, as you said, what I would truly like to have as my life? Because we've so much judgment on what it is that we would like, or we have this kind of, you know, lie of fear that somebody else will judge us for wanting to choose that. You know, I know that many people, I've got a huge family, I know there are many people in my family who would truly judge what I'm choosing. And does that actually stop me from choosing it? fuck no, it used to, but not anymore. And so that's the thing. It's like, if you think you're not creating, that's a lie. So the question is, okay, so what can I create that actually would be fun for me, that would create a greater future for me and for the world? Because what if the two can kind of work together? You know, it's like almost as if I create something for me, then it has to be against the world. If I create something for the world, it has to be against me. Well, what if that's a big lie? What if the two can coexist and co-create together?
Beautiful.
Nicely put.
It's Big Ben.
Big
Oh,
Ben.
wow.
Hold up. Let me say something. Whew, I just got a lot of awareness thanks to my friend Julie. And that nakedness is stepping up. Like we did stepping up. But that's what I just got for me, is it's willing to be step up and be so much more than you can be, than you've ever thought you could be, that anyone's ever told you to be, that anything's ever said from any hieroglyphic, whatever. That's so cool.
And I've been getting too, it's not like buying someone else's point of view. I've done that for so long, and that just doesn't work. And when Delaney was talking about matching the energy and what turns up, and about being bored, I've been just living by everyone else's, judgments and points of views of my own, and so none of the energies are being, definitely, matching. So, it's like, what can we be, what can
Liam
we...
Phillips Liam Phillips came to London to do a class, and it was like almost like we go to this point of view exchange, and you go to this market where everyone has their points of view, and you're looking around for the better point of view that you can exchange all your points of view for, rather than asking a question, what's true for me?
It's true for me.
So yeah, what if we stopped trying to shop for our points of view and just chose to have the ones that work for us, that we know, as you say, would follow the energy, would create something greater? I mean, how many people even have asked the question, what kind of world would I like to live in? Most people just function, that's just the way it is. And that's a fucking cop-out. That is such a cop-out, and unwillingness is what Hayden was saying, to step up. Because, what's required is that stepping up into us and going, do you know what? This doesn't work for me, when people bomb each other for having a different point of view, where people judge each other for the way they dress, where people, that doesn't work for me. And I'm not having it. So what's required? What do I have to be? What is required of me to change that and create a world where kindness prevails and judgment is obsolete? That's what I desire.
I think that's why I love that. Facing consciousness can I be? That always, I just think that's just such a beautiful question, because it's always about, well, what energy can I be? It's not about me having to go and do and sort everything out. And, like we were talking the other day, Alun, about self-abuse and abuse, and, and I ended up, as it happens, like a number of people have had conversations with me, and their abuse stuff has popped out. And it's like, I was driving in the car and I was in tears the other day going, fuck, like, man, like that, some of this cruelty is just incredible. It's fucking mind-blowing. And so wonderful to not have to go down the gurgler and be able to just go, okay, so return to center to everything that's not mine, and what energy, space and consciousness can we be to create a totally different reality, because that is just fucked up and I don't want it. Like, that's not my reality anymore. What is it going to take to not perpetrate that? And then just let it go and move on, do whatever is coming next, rather than be caught up.
And I'm going to say, if anyone's watching this and don't know what access consciousness and the tools and the clearing statement and everything we're talking about, please go to accessconsciousness.com com slash the clearing statement, is it? Yeah.
Or theclearingstatement.com as well.
.com?
Yeah, and theclearingstatement.com is another website. That you can check out.
.com. Oh, cool. Thanks. And there's videos from, like, you know, from Dane, Dr. Dane, that's explaining what the clearing statement's about. So, yeah, go on, guys. I just thought, wow, we're talking about all access stuff, but if people don't know, well, you know, let's give them some information. Cool.
I think we need to hear Reid's voice. He's looking like a poster boy there.
And I was going to say, Reid, add, please add.
No complaints, Reid, but come on, I want to hear your voice.
He's getting out.
Oh, I just like being right here and modeling for you guys too.
I can't tell you how grateful I am.
Glad to see your buddies.
I knew it.
Come on, Alun, show us a little bit lower. And Delany?
I am not doing my cleavage in the bath. I'm sorry.
No, not even your chest.
I'm too comfy.
Okay. And Hayden?
I showed my nipples off earlier, thank you. Here, another quick.
Very nice. Okay, yeah, Reese.
Oh,
Would you like to, yeah, keep adding?
Oh, okay, so we're totally different.
Me keep adding, huh?
or something new. Up to you.
We can go any direction. What else? I do like what Alun's saying. Where else have we, you know, can go where we haven't, you know, gone before?
Ooh,
Not exactly.
The word for me that's coming up is the like the word secrets. It's like I grew up with people that love to hide things and be secretive. And so it's like, what if we even define things as a secret? Like, what if it's not secret? And what if it didn't have to be a secret? And what if you're willing to be judged for that secret?
Yeah. That type of energy, I don't know, I can't keep still. Sorry. Okay, yeah.
So everything that brought up.
Maybe just a little bit. Maybe there
Right,
might be.
good, bad, pock, pot, all nine, short of poison beyonds.
Could you get into that a bit more? I mean, not that I'm getting any change in it or anything, but you know, you're really good. Good job, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's like, what have we defined as such a wrongness that actually isn't even a wrongness?
Yeah.
Everything.
That'll be everything.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, wow.
So, okay. So this space we're in now, what's beyond that? Where can we go next? That would be expansive. That we've never been willing to look before. So there's something there. So what is that?
Well, I'm just wondering about like unlocking secrets.
Yeah.
Not so much from the, you know, things about myself that are secret. Well, I suppose it is in a way, but something I've started to look at just in the last 2 weeks is like godlike powers. Yeah, for want of a better word, you know, like the superpowers, the whatever you want to call them, you know, like where, like what would it take to unlock the secrets of creation that will take us beyond anything we've ever dreamed possible, you know, with our bodies and with the planet and everything that is. Let's destroy and uncreate at times a godzillion, yeah? Right, wrong, good, bad, podpoc, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Like, there was a clip I saw on Facebook. God love, you know, the internet. But it was an area of the reef that was completely denuded and, well, not completely, but very close to, right? And somehow, magically, it is no longer denuded. Life has come back to it. Like, the planet in that, under the ocean in that area has regenerated itself. Like, that's phenomenal. I'm watching it with my body, what's going on with my body from, you know, like in May, and Julie was actually staying at my place then. I couldn't walk across the road to the beach and back again without crying with pain and my body shaking. And it's now August and I'm doing Pilates twice a week and I can go up and down the stairs in my apartment and carry things now. And that was not the prognosis from the medical fraternity on this. So, like, you know, God, what secrets can we unlock? Reid, what secrets can we unlock?
True story.
Yeah.
Well, what if we are, so can I just say, what if we are our own gods? I'm just saying, what if we are our own god or goddess of our own realities?
Yes.
You know, you're going to burn in hell for that one, Julie.
Yeah.
Burn the witch.
Again, everything that is.
So, what was coming up for me as we were talking about all of this is, what the fuck is the point of consciousness? Is it going to pay my bills? Is it going to make me survive? Is it going to buy my holidays? Is it going to sort my job out? It's like, it's funny because I'm actually doing a radio show on Monday about this, you know, will consciousness save me? And this is really present for me in the moment is, what the hell is the point of consciousness? What's the point of it? Anyone?
There is no point.
Yeah.
Right? Exactly. But we need to have a reason and justification for it. Cognitively, there has to be a reason.
There isn't.
You're being brutally honest with me there, Reid.
Bit of thanking going on the show here.
There's no answer.
In my life.
There is no 8-ball to pull on this one there. Do I go left? Do I go right? Do I go up or down?
Or do I go all directions at once?
Yeah.
So, we're talking about godlike powers and superpowers. So, would you like to...
Oh.
He's gone again.
Godlike powers.
And a lot of the 920s.
Say
What?
Just send it to me.
Trannies.
We're only getting every now and then, Jules.
Just send it.
Okay.
So, Hayden, what do you know about godlike powers?
Yeah.
Well,
Every time I go to say
the 9.
Well, we can't hear you, Julie.
Oh,
Hayden,
wow.
Hayden, it's your turn.
Yeah.
So
The 9 trannies.
okay.
Hang on, Julie.
The 9 trannies.
Godlike powers to me. Something they're engrafted now. You can we can be that. It used to be something that was secret, that no one could have, but you know, oh yeah, that doesn't exist here. Not on this plane. Definitely not.
Cool.
So I got something.
Go ahead.
So what are we all hiding from ourselves that if we didn't hide it would unleash the badasses and the amazing magnificence of all possibilities?
In the universe.
Everything doesn't allow it, will you destroy it and create it?
Yes.
Right,
yes.
when I get that, I bought all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds.
I guess, you know, with the whole superpower, God power thing, it's been so bastardized by children's kind of books and cartoons and stuff, which is not necessarily a bad thing because they kind of helped me survive as a child. But because it's been made into this fantasy reality that doesn't really exist, it's kind of a way of getting us not to know what we know and what we can change. So, you know, what if our superpowers aren't necessarily blasting someone to atoms with a laser from our eyes? But what if it's the capacity to change anything? You know, just to walk into a room and change the atmosphere, to, you know, as Delany was talking about, you know, kind of to be in a space and be the space that will allow something to regenerate with ease. You know, just things like that that just show up so magically when you're willing to be whatever it is. And, you know, something else that really occurs to me is in some ways we're terrified. If we be the consciousness that we be, everyone will notice how weird we are. Well, the truth is, actually, people who are not willing to see it won't see it. They won't even see it. They won't even see you. Do you know what I mean? It's like you'll be imperceivable to them. So they won't know how to judge you because you won't even come into their sphere of awareness. So, but that's just a lie we've bought that keeps us from ever choosing it. That's what we're told. Well, you can't be too weird. Don't stand out. Don't show me up. Don't be a weirdo. Bullshit.
It's already too late anyway, you know, like we don't fit in, guys, just in case you hadn't got.
Yeah, that isn't obvious already. But
We're different.
yeah, exactly. Oh,
True story.
So where would we like to go now? I mean, I'd love to talk about the 9 trannies, guys.
yeah.
We know. We got that.
And every time you try to, it freezes. So I wonder.
Yeah.
Yeah, Roger. Okay. Okay, cool.
So you went to that class, didn't you, Judy? Was that right?
Yeah, I went over there. And Delaney was there too. Miss Delaney.
Miss Delaney.
Miss Delaney was over there too. I like Alun. So it was an amazing class. And, you know, talking about that's who we are. The energy of that and, you know, what we can change by just, you know, being that. For me, it's just natural to be that, but then I just choose to be in this reality and I play in this reality because I made this reality so real, more real than me.
So
And
Judy,
then,
what are the 9 trannies for people?
oh, I knew you were going to ask me that. Hey, Delaney, what's the 9 trannies?
That's for another call.
Okay, yeah, we'll do another call. I've actually got the manual open outside in the lounge room.
6:47. We don't have time to go there, Big Al.
Cool. That'll be.
You've been looking again.
I'll get you guys on again. Another bar show, or maybe a shower show next time.
That might be slightly more challenging.
Could be. Yeah, okay, guys, we've got 2 minutes, so let's start wrapping up the show.
Hold up.
Yeah, Hayden, yeah.
Can we go into indulging bodies? Might I ask?
Indulging.
Indulging bodies. We're all naked, so indulging bodies.
Oh God, yes.
And then look at Reid. Oh, look at that.
What makes you think I haven't been indulging in yours and Reid's body the whole thing? I totally have. Happy body.
I was wondering what that was.
There's another body in the tub over here.
Oh my lord. I'd be impressed if that was your penis.
Who wants to jump in for 5 minutes?
I'd be a little bit scared, but I'd still be impressed.
It's a lagoon in here.
Got a very hairy end.
Who would like to jump in, and then we'll start wrapping up the show. So who would like to talk a little bit more about indulging bodies?
What is indulging bodies?
Actually, letting your body run the show for a change. Little bits and pieces. Yeah, that sounds. What would you like to eat? Yeah, okay, we can do that. What if it was actually your body that was really running the show? And everywhere and everything that brought up, let's destroy and uncreate it. Times to God's sake.
Yeah.
Right, wrong, good and bad. Put and puck all name shots, boys and beyonds.
Oh, she's got Scottish. Oh, lass. Oh. Go ahead.
Nice one. So Alun, indulging bodies.
You know, it's really funny. For me, there's almost like a resistance to the word indulging, because an indulgement for much of my life was meant to be a bad thing. It's like you're indulged them, you let them get away with what they want to get away with. It's like you're allowing them to control you. And an indulgence is a sin. You know, I think indulgence is a sin, apparently. So it's like, yeah, I'm aware of so much resistance in indulging in things that are considered to be bad and wrong for you. It's interesting.
Can we just try and uncreate all of that?
No.
Okay.
You got to hang on to it forever.
No. Bad. Okay. Go ahead, Reid.
And Reid, what's indulging bodies?
Oh, for me, like lately is getting really nice clothes and really nice things, new wallet, nice shoes, just like indulging stuff that like turns my body on and that makes me money.
I like it a lot.
I love that. That's awesome.
So, I mean, I just went and bought like some really nice shirts that are like a couple $100 each. And I'm like, oh, my body just like, oh, they're just like pop. And it's like, ah. And just like for me, like willing to just even just, you know, pay more money than I have before for really nice things that'll actually generate and create my life more than I've been willing to like look at, and actually being willing to pay for it.
Yeah.
And indulge myself into things that, you know, other people would say, oh no, that's too much for you. Because I'm done with that. I'm ready to like just have more. Have more.
Yes.
You know, that what's really interesting about the whole, I get that about paying more money for clothes, because I was talking to my body, and I used to buy like the cheapest underwear that I could get away with, just because, you know, it fitted, it was okay. And my body's like, you know, I'm not making you money until you start buying nice underwear. So I became the Imelda Marcos of men's underwear. I just got 2 drawers full now of just really nice underwear. And, you know, the more I am willing to buy the clothes that my body would, like you say, pop, that turns my body on, that make my body feel good, the more money my body makes for me. My body's like, why should I make you money if you're just going to put me in that shit? Why should I bother? So, yes. And it's like everything, you know, why would your body make you money if you're just going to do the least you can get away with, rather than what would actually, if your body's your best friend, would you give it like the scraps, or would you give it the luxury meal? Just saying.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm not going to like contribute to someone who buys me crap. Sorry. Next.
Hayden,
Yes.
what's indulging bodies mean to you? And then we're going to start wrapping it up.
Well, I have one thing I'm currently getting used to that I like indulging is receiving other people when they are looking at my body and just indulging in that.
Indulge away.
That's a key to Ryan.
Your contribution to that. Sorry.
That was cool.
Yeah, it's very
Good for
good.
you.
Yeah, it's getting very good and interesting.
I adore you, mister. That's awesome. That's really vulnerable, so thank you for that.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys. Thank you, Reid, Alun and Delaney for coming on and being a guest, not being interviewed, having this conversation that is very different. I know that probably a lot of people are not having this kind of conversation. So Hayden and I, this is one of our targets for the show, is to really just go out there and do something that really hasn't been seen on the planet. And we're just really grateful for you guys, especially, for coming on. So if anyone would like to find you or grab you or hold you, where can they find you? So Delaney, where can they find you if they would?
Probably Facebook's the easiest thing that I can think of. You know, my name's Delany Delaney. You can find me on Facebook. You can find me on the Access Consciousness website. Eventually it'll be a website, but I still haven't organised that yet.
And Catalyst Now. You can find you on Catalyst Now.
Yeah.
And Reid, where can we find you and grab you and hold you?
Ooh. Oh yeah, you like to have some of me, huh? All right. Well, you can find me on Facebook under my name, Reid Garcia, and you'll definitely notice who it is because they'll have pictures of me on there. Or you can go to my website, www.reidgarcia.com, ReidGarcia.com.
Cool. And Alun, where can people grab you, pull you, and hold you? I love the pull.
There are a couple of places they can find me. They can find me on Facebook, but you need to do a search. My name is Alun with a U, so it's A-L-U-N. So Alun Jones on Facebook, or there's my website, which is alun-jones.com. So alun-jones.com. I'm also on the Access Consciousness website. I'm on every social media you can think of. I slut it about it. So come find me if you want to play.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And Hayden, how can they find us?
Check our Twitter, which is J Andrews. Glandrews. J Glandrews, because we've got the Missteps of Consciousness page and Missteps of Consciousness group, and we've got our YouTube channel of the same name. And yeah, that's most of us for now. So
that's really cool. Well, again, thank you guys. This has been a very interesting, different, for me, lots of energies came up. But it was really, it was amazing. So hopefully you'll come back on the show, separate, together, whatever. You're very welcome, guys.
Cool.
Thank you
so much for inviting us.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
All right then.
See you, everyone, and we'll see you next week. Next week, everyone, we've got a yogi coming on, talking about what it's like to be a yogi in today's life and what consciousness is to do with being a yogi. So we've got Mr. John West, who's going to be on joining us. So that's going to be really cool. Yep.
Credits.
Alan, you can make a joke. We've got Julie Andrew, and we've got some famous people coming on. Alan Jones is actually quite famous over in Australia. He's a radio host. Yeah.
I am. It's a true story.
You are, yeah. So we'll see you next week, everyone. So join us at 7 o'clock, Brisbane time, Queensland's time, next week. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
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 And that's another week done and another great episode. Hope you all enjoyed as much as Hayden and Julie did. See you next episode.